For each of you guys, maybe Jordan, you could take it first and you guys go across that way. But Ricky Council, Nick was saying last week that he thought he was athletic till he saw Ricky. I just wonder what your take was on Ricky's athleticism and just kind of what do you think about him as a teammate, what he adds to the team. George,
of course, with building a championship run team, you need people who can do different things. And Ricky's special thing is, or one of his special things is being athletic and being able to get out in transition and finish those dunks, finish those plays, catch lobs in transition, or even in the half court. We'll do things that we know he can do that some other people can't do, which are really athletic plays that he does on a daily basis and we trust him to do on a daily basis.
Picking back off what Jordan said, Ricky's an athletic guy. Like, he has unlimited athleticism. Like he said, building a championship team, you need a guy that can run the floor, do the little things. And, Ricky's competitiveness is, like, off the charts. So, really need that added to the team.
Yeah, he's just freak of nature. I don't know. He's one of the bounciest guys I've ever played with in college. And he hustles hard. He sprints in an open offense and every drill we do. So yeah, he's just really athletic.
Question for Barry. Coach Muss was in here a minute ago, and he mentioned a lot of former players and alumni who've come back, and that a lot of them have mentioned that they really enjoy playing with you. I'm just curious, one, what's your reaction to hearing that, and then two, what is it that you think makes you a great teammate?
Kind of all, I'm glad I got a compliment for that. Thanks to Coach Muss, because, just teaching me the game, teaching me how to play the right way and playing with those guys. They've been there where we all trying to get to, and just playing with them, playing the right way. You see a lot of success in that. And, I was just grateful for the compliment, and right now I'm enjoying it.
And then for Jalen, just curious, what are some of the big differences you've noticed from your previous stop to here, and then what growth have you seen in your individual game since you arrived on campus?
Just how many reps we do of drilling, and just the defensive in practice, and just how hard we practice, stuff like that. I just feel like everybody, like, as a team, is just, as a player, is not even just the coaches, just as players, just want like to go hard in every single drill, and it makes everybody go hard. So, and individually, just being there every day and just working hard, and it just improved my game in every facet, I feel like. And I'm just in better shape, and just excited for what's to come.
Yeah, Jordan, where do you feel like your game has grown since you got here, or maybe where you've matured most? And for the other two guys, just what have y'all seen from Jordan, and what do you think he brings to the roster?
You go first. You want to go first? You want me to go first? All right. So areas of focus that I had personally during, coming into the season, coming into college, was, I wanted to be able to shoot the ball with range. Consistency, being consistent with it, was kind of like my main focus. I wanted to get that down first. Now, of course, there are other things I need to work on, basketball IQ, just not turning the ball over, just stuff like that will help, me be an asset to Coach Muss and help winning. Since I've got here, I've gotten a tremendous amount of shots up, a tremendous amount of makes that have, helped me in becoming a better shooter. So now that I'm making those strides, now it's time, okay, I need to become a better passer, I need to become a better, a leader, just stuff like that I'm working on personally, that I know I need to work on to help the team, to become more successful and be more, available to win.
Jordan is like a stat stuffer. Gets offensive rebounds, defensive boards, he can run the floor, and his lift on defense is amazing. It's like he can cover three guys. His effort is amazing, and Jordan's gonna bring a lot to the table this year.
Yeah, I see Jordan Walsh, just being Mikal Bridges from the Suns, kind of like that type of player. Just score on offense, and then just will lock down a guy on a D, and will be great for and help defense and stuff like that with his length. He's so long. And he can also, guard, a guard, or he can guard, a big wing. So it's going to help out a lot. this year.
Speaking my language with Mikal Bridges, Jordan I can't remember when Eric said this, but he called you a violent defender, like to jab at the ball a lot. It said that can sometimes lead to some over-aggression. I guess just how would you assess yourself as a defender?
For sure. I'm really competitive and really aggressive, so sometimes I'll tend to overplay the ball while I'll get in the passing lanes for steals. I might miss sometimes. I might gamble a couple times here and there, but I'll also get a couple steals that, lead to transition buckets that lead to dunks on the other end that, gets not only me hyped, but my team and the fans and everybody in the gym. So those are also, obviously those are the positive sides, but, gambling and putting my team at a disadvantage is the negative things I need to work on and be able to minimize that so that I can not put them at a disadvantage and just stay solid and guard the whole possession to just make our team better defensively as a whole.
Maybe ever we can touch on this, Jordan. You can start go across. Just how excited? I know it's not SEC play, or the Maui Invitational, but how excited are you guys to go over and play in these games? And you've been practicing obviously hard for it. Just how excited are you to to get the experience, maybe to go to Europe if you haven't been there before?
Oh, for sure. To me, it's more than just a basketball trip. It's a team bonding trip, and being able to get away from just having scrimmages within our team. We get to go and we get to play against grown men in Spain, and for me that's the best part, because I want to be able to reach out and be able to play against those grown men, because hopefully that could be my future eventually. I want to play against those older people and more mature people. But it's also about going out and bonding as a team and having fun together, not just as a team but as a staff, with the staff, just stuff like that. It's going to help us become a better team for the future.
I feel like it's going to be a great trip. Been working all summer, getting better as a team. I feel like this is going to be a trip that really helps connect, because connection and teamwork all leads into March, and that's what we're trying to get to that Final Four. So I feel like this trip is going to be betterment for the team and for where we're trying to get to.
Yeah, same thing. I actually was able to go to China with ASU, and on that trip, the experiences you make with your teammates on those type of trips are, just very, very helpful throughout the whole year. You bond with everybody. You see each other so much, and it's just gonna help us out. And I'm very excited to go to Italy and Spain with my teammates.
Yeah, no offense to China. I don't want to piss them off, but they have a pretty restrictive society over there, I think. How much more are you looking forward to maybe going to Italy and Spain? Those sounds like, if I wanted to go someplace, I'd go to there, not China. How do you feel about that?
I hear you. That's for sure. I feel like it's gonna be a better trip. Yeah, there was some restrictions. It was kind of like a little different out there in China, but I mean, it's different Italy and Spain as well. But yeah, I'm just excited to go be a part of it.
And one more, you guys, obviously you're young and in good shape, but Eric was saying he thought y'all did about 90 push-ups at the end with that free throw drill. What do you think about that? And Eric, and of course, you guys probably know Eric had shoulder surgery, last year. Or actually, it was in February, so it was earlier this year. But what do you think about that drill and doing all those push-ups? And then what do you think about Eric and the coaching staff doing it with you guys?
When I first got here, I think we started doing that drill the same week we got here, and I was doing the push-ups, and I looked up and I saw all the coaches doing it. I was like, oh wow, that's different. But it's just another way to get everybody involved, everybody bonding, stuff like that. Everybody's a part of the team, even from the coaches to the GAs and everybody. So just another way to show everybody that we're our connection is going to be strong this year.
Could you guys take those two? About the push-ups and everybody doing
like I said, piggyback for what Jalen said, it really shows that we're one Hog, we're one team, we're together. It just shows how important we mean to each other and what we're trying to get to. And I mean, there's a lot of pushes, but we're gonna be really strong. I'll tell you that.
I feel like simple things like that show the unity of not just the players but the program as a whole, with the coaches doing it on the court, in the middle of the court, and also the staff on the sidelines in the middle of the court, the rebounders, everybody doing one thing as a moving unit is something that's going to help us have that little bit of advantage over a great team in March, which is what we need, because Elite Eights are cool, but we're trying to get to that Final Four, the championship. That's the goal here, and Coach Muss knows that, so he's going to do whatever it takes to get there.
Okay. How many practices is this now today? Do you guys know how many it is out of 10? 8. It looked like Eric. He said it was on a scale of 1 to 10, it was a 6. It looked, of course, we don't, practice is usually closed, but he looked pretty intense. There was a point where he made you guys get on the line and run, and he seemed pretty intense. I mean, what have these practices been like for you guys? Because obviously, Jalen, I know you've been through a lot of college practices, but not at Arkansas, and you guys are new. Just what y'all think about how these practices have been and how Eric's been in them?
I think that these practices are just another step up from what I've been a part of. Just to be honest, it's just you when you practice with the team and with the coaches, you can just tell how intense or where they've been and where they want to go. Throughout this whole summer, it's been it's just been easier for me to be a part of this, just because I can tell that they want to be in the Elite Eight. They want to be Final Four. They've been there. They know what to do. They know what they're talking about. So it's just super intense, and but everybody wants to be a part of it.
I feel like the practices have been practices where it's paying attention to detail, it's the little things that matter, and it's practices with a lot of compassion for the game of basketball, and they're trying to instill that in us. There's a lot of things we have to do, and there's a lot of things that lead up to being a great team leading to the March Madness. So, things like that, you really help us as a team, and I love the practice. You could put us in condition, get us better every single day, and connect us as a team.
So since I've been here, which obviously has not been that long, but I've heard Coach Muss say a couple of different things. He's saying that we're practicing this hard now to prepare for March, or we're this locked in now because we have to be even more locked in March. And I feel like those sayings really connected with me, because obviously I haven't been there, so I have to trust what he's saying. I have to buy into what he's saying and the culture that he's building. And everything from, us running, or, the details in passing drills, how you're stepping, how you're passing, how you're talking, just stuff like that is things that can carry over to March, that can help you for the big moment when you're, in March playing in front of however many thousands of fans. Those small things can help your teammate out, get that extra possession.
For each of you guys, what have y'all's impressions been of the Twins? Trevin was in here last week, and he said that they talk a lot, and they bring pretty good energy to the floor. I guess just what are y'all's impressions been?
My impression for the Twins, just great people, hard workers, very competitive, and they got each other's backs, and they got the whole team's backs as well. They do talk a lot, and they're just great people to be teammates with.
Same thing. The Twins talk a lot. We had a team bonding when we went to go boxing, and did jumping jacks, and they came in, brought the energy, and made it fun. It made it competitive. It was just a good time, and they talk a lot, bring energy to practice every single day. Great teammates to have.
Yeah, the Twins are funny. They're really funny. Yeah, they turn any small activity into just this big fun event. No matter what we're doing, we could just be we could be playing Uno or something, or doing a spin class, just riding bikes, and they're over here screaming, rapping, freestyling. And I'm like, bro, it's early. How you got this energy? And it's always funny, hanging around them. It's always fun. Plus, on the court, they always work hard. They're also fun to play with. When they're mad, they go crazy, and they're super competitive too. So they make for a great team environment for sure.
You guys have been playing with the FIBA ball for a while. I guess 24-second clock, and did different rules. And of course, y'all want to play in the NBA, and they obviously have the 24-second shot clock. What have you thought about getting used to the FIBA stuff? And Eric says he's not going to let you goaltend because you can't do that during the regular season. But what have you thought about the FIBA rules, the FIBA ball, and the faster pace and all that stuff? Maybe Jordan and then other guys could take it.
So I was fortunate I was able to, be around USA a little bit, so I was able to kind of get used to FIBA a little extra. AB was also there. I got to get used to them a little bit when it came to practicing and just kind of knowing the rules. So it wasn't that big of a change for me, but it still was because, playing for Muss is a little bit different. Out of bounds isn't quite out of bounds when you're playing for Coach Muss in practice. So the rules are a little bit different, but it's still things you have to get used to with FIBA, and it's been a fun experience so far.
my first time using the FIBA ball, but I've been like all of us been shooting, getting used to it, practicing with it, doing workouts with it individually, and just the way we practice with Coach Musk preparing for us. All year we've been doing shot clock ever since we got here in May, so I think we're used to it, and I think we're ready and prepared to go overseas.
Yeah, same thing. We've been using the FIBA ball for a long time now, and everybody's used to the FIBA balls. Everybody's used to the 24-second shot clock. We've been playing with that for I think 2 weeks now, 3 weeks now. So we're just all ready and prepared.